welcome to my channel. My name's Angela and this is Devon Threadtails. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you sort of a plans video, but it's kind of going to be more of a fabric haul than a plans, and I'll explain more as I go on. So before I do, just to say thank you so much to everybody that has subscribed, has liked, has commented and has been following me and watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. It means an awful lot to me, and I just really do appreciate it. I also just wanted to say sorry when I'm a bit sporadic with my videos. I try my very best to be consistent with them and, you know, bring something out on a regular basis, but life is just busy and this isn't my job. It's something that I do for free for you guys and for myself too. It's not, you know, and I really enjoy it, but unfortunately either work or family obviously sometimes gets in the way, so I'm sorry that it's not always completely on schedule, as it were. So plans. The reason I'm saying that this is going to be more of a fabric haul than it is plans, because I have bought a few bits of fabric which I'd like to share with you, and I really do want to share lots and lots of different plans with you. The thing is, I made a lot of plans in May, and when I made those plans I was feeling so revved up and so geared up for making things, because I'd had the selfless sewing April, which was absolutely fantastic, and it did really sort of freshen everything up in my mind and my psyche, kind of going, yes, right, I'm gonna get on and I'm gonna make something for myself now. And I still feel like that, but life has just been so busy in this last month. I've had my girls coming home, which, let's face it, that has to take precedence over everything. It's so rare nowadays that I get all three of my girls at home together. So not only have I not sewn, I haven't had the chance to video, etc. So that's why everything's been a little bit all over the place. So I feel like I'd be a bit of a fraud to then have lots and lots of plans for June, when I think I'm going to be in a similar situation, and I didn't even make those things I said I was going to make in May. So bear with me. A lot of the things that I wanted to make, or some of the things that I wanted to make in May, I keep forgetting which month we're in May, were trousers, and I just didn't get a chance to make any, and I'm really gutted, because I had a few plans and I still want to make those, and I still have them on my radar to make. So yeah, if you haven't seen that and you're interested in those, go back and have a look at that. I'll put a card in here so you can see it, but I will still be trying to make one or other of those pairs of trousers. But to add to those trousers, I would also like to remake a pair that I've made previously, and that's the Closet Core Sasha trousers. Now, I have been following Love Lucy on Instagram for quite some time. She also has a blog, and her makes are just lovely. I really like her style. I love her clothing, her fabric choices, etc. And I really like her detail and explanations on her blog posts. They're really great, and especially if you need any further information on a pattern, they're fantastic. And also, she's really lovely. If you message her on Instagram, she's been fabulous at coming back to me as well with information that I've needed. But she has made a few pairs of Sasha trousers in something that I believe is called Bengaline or Bengaline fabric. I don't know how to pronounce it, so sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. And that is a woven fabric, but it has a huge amount of stretch in it. And as I was reading through her blog posts and watching her Instagram, I thought, I think I've got some of that. Now, this is fabric I've had for a long time. I may well have shown it to you before, but I bought it from a place in Totnes called Stones Fabric. Now, they're not actually open on the high street anymore, but you can order from them online. The shop is still there, but since COVID, they just don't let anybody into the store, which is a bit of a shame, because it was a fabulous fabric store. So I'm just going to grab that fabric and show you. So this is the fabric, and I really like it. It's like a blue and navy blue on a white background, and as you can see, it has no stretch that way, but it has quite a lot of stretch that way. So I don't believe this is a knit fabric. I do believe that it is a woven with stretch in it, or elastane, or what have you. And I've put off using this for a long time because I love it so much, and I didn't want to waste it, or I didn't want it to I didn't want to make it up and then be, oh no, it doesn't fit, or it's not right, or what have you. And I still feel like I'm in that newbie sort of, I know I've been sewing quite a long time now, but I still have that, oh, I'll probably mess it up, so I ought to just check and recheck. But do you know what? Enough's enough. It's been in my stash for too long now, and that is what I want to make with it. And I think my, you know, the inspiration from Lucy was just enough to push me to go, no, come on, let's get on and make it. And the very fact that it has so much stretch should make it nice and easy to fit. Now, the only thing that Lucy did say to me is, obviously, this is the, if I hold it up, that's the edge that's folded, look, and then I've got the two selvage edges there. That is the direction where it has no stretch at all. So all she has sort of pre-warned me about is that I need to lay the pattern pieces out a different way, because the stretch obviously needs to go acrosswise, which means I'm going to have to turn the pattern pieces 90 degrees to what they should be on the grain line, so that the stretch goes across the body instead of up and down the body. So that's the only thing that I'm going to do that's different. And hopefully by now I'll have put an image up of Lucy, hopefully she doesn't mind, and also the pattern, the sasha trouser pattern on the screen as well. I have made these a couple of times. I've got one pair that I wear all the time and another pair that I have barely worn, and I don't know why that is. I don't know whether it's the colour that I've made them, or whether or not it's the fit. I'm not quite sure. The pair that I'm talking about is a pair that I did a sew along for, and if you're interested in following that sew along, again, I'll put a link in here so that you can see it. I really do like them, and I think it's possibly the colour that I'm just not brave enough with, but I need to get them out and try them on again and maybe wear them for a day and see how I feel about them. But yeah, so I'm very excited about these. The other reason that I'd like to do this is my daughter's got a pair of ready-to-wear trousers. They're not really like the sashas, they're similar but not quite, and they're all in this blue and white sort of colouring, and she wears that with, you know, a nice white top or a navy blue top, and I absolutely love what it looks like, and I keep thinking, oh, I really need to make some. So yeah, so that is plan number 1. Now I'm going to say this is my plan number 2, but it's strictly speaking, it's not a plan for myself. This is a piece of fabric, so this is again a new piece of fabric, but I was with Ellen at the time. We went into Haberdashery and More, and she has asked for a dress. Now, since asking for a dress in this particular fabric, and I'll show you, it's just a cotton poplin, so it's nice, really summery fabric. It's quite lightweight actually. I've got it from Haberdashery and More. Did I say that already? Can't remember if I did or not. It's quite a nice fabric. Poplins sometimes can be quite stiff, and this isn't stiff. This feels quite nice, and I haven't washed it yet, so I'm assuming it will only get lighter as I wash it. But she would like a mix-up of a couple of patterns. Now, I've made her a dress before, and I've made it for 2 of my children actually, and I'll put a picture up of it on the screen, and I'll put the name across. I can't remember what the name of it is because it's a big 4 pattern and they've just got numbers and I can never remember what they are. So she would like the top half of that, but instead of the skirt being the way it is, she would like the skirt from the Sewaholic Hollyburn skirt, which again, she has made one herself. I've made several of them. Weirdly, I've got a sew along for that as well. I'll put a link in here for that one too. But she would like a combination of the two, so we're going to try and amalgamate the bodice from that dress and the skirt of the Hollyburn skirt, and use the waistband to sort of join the two up, and I think that'll be quite nice. But she's, since buying this and since deciding what she wanted, has said, could I have a go at making it? So we're gonna have a go at doing that. We need to wash it and sort out how we're gonna, you know, get the pattern to work and then get it cut out, but then she'll get going on it. So that'd be really nice. It'd be a nice little project for her to do as well. But yeah, I thought that was quite nice. I thought it was lovely, really nice sort of fabric, and it is a little bit see-through, so might have to put something on the skirt part so it's not see-through. We'll see how we go as we're cutting it out. But yes, that's plan number 2. Now, while we were in the shop, I actually bought some cotton lawn, totally plain white cotton lawn. Obviously I'm just going to show you, but it's just plain white cotton lawn. But the reason that I bought this is because I received the Andrea Beyond the Pink Door Think Pink box, I think it's called. So I've never subscribed to Andrea's. I had stopped subscribing to Sewaholic Jane, who I absolutely love, and I loved her subscription boxes, and I love the idea of Andrea's, but I just have a bit too much fabric, so I just thought, oh, do you know what, I'm not going to do it. But I had a bit of FOMO, so there was a message either out on Andrea's Facebook group or on Instagram saying that she had 1 or 2 boxes left, and I went, stuff it, I'm gonna do it. So I messaged her and said, if you've definitely still got one left, I'd like to buy one, please. And thankfully she still had one left, so that was absolutely great. So this is the fabric. Now I don't think I've shown this to you, and if I have, I'm so sorry. I had a quick scoot through my old videos and thought, no, I don't think I have shown you. So yeah, sorry if I have, but it is a beautiful, beautiful viscose fabric, and I absolutely love this. I think it is gorgeous. It is absolutely my colours, and I 100% have ideas in mind of what I want to make with this. Now, the idea changed slightly because I decided I was going to make, there was a big 4 pattern, and I'll put it up on the screen so you can see it, but there was a big 4 pattern which had a lovely cutout back. I've seen it several times and thought, yeah, I really want to make that. And when this fabric came, I thought that's going to be perfect for it. But then I thought, I've got to go to the trouble of fitting the bodice and making sure everything's okay and blah, 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 all that kind of thing. And I thought, actually, do you know what? I'm going to have a go at putting something together myself, and I'm going to try and take a pattern that I've already got, and I think I'm going to use the Sew Over It Giselle dress because I know that fits me really nicely, and the bodice fits me really nicely, and I think I'm going to have a go at recreating the look of this other dress using the Giselle pattern. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I have also seen a few people on Instagram do different versions of this dress. Now, Esther, who is on Instagram, I think she's 90 Stitch. I think I might have got her Instagram name wrong, but again, I'll put it on here. But Esther has made the Sew Over It Giselle dress, but she's changed the skirt, and I messaged her and asked her about it, and she pointed me in the direction of a blog post which is from By Hand London on how to create bigger puffy sleeves, but she said she used the same technique on that to recreate the skirt, and I just thought, great, I'll do that. And then I think she's called the Stitch Edit. She has done a backless version of the Giselle dress. So there's not going to be much of the Giselle dress left when I finished it, but that's going to be my basis. But I think that this fabric is a little bit see-through. You can't see it on there, but it is quite see-through. It's not thin fabric, but it's just a white background, and so I bought this beautiful cotton lawn, and it's lovely and soft, from Haberdashery Fabrics and More, to line that. That was a very long story to tell you why I bought that, but that's why I bought that. So yes, so that I've shown you 2 fabrics in one there now, haven't I? So that is my idea with the Giselle dress. Again, can't promise I'm going to make that in June because we're on, I think we're the 7th of June already, and I haven't made a thing. Oh no, I tell a lie, I've made one thing. So yes, so that is my idea for that fabric and my second plan, but the third plan that I've shown you. Now, I hopefully will be sharing with you a 1 week me made June shortly, and in that video I have actually shared a little bit of fabric that I've bought while I've been away on a weekend away in Birmingham, where I met the lovely Karen from So Little Time, and we went to Guthrie Garney and we just had the most amazing time together, but I'll explain more of that in the other video. And I have shown, or I will be showing you, some of the fabric that I bought there, but I'm just going to very quickly show you what I have bought, but not go into too much detail because I don't want to do it twice. But this is part of my second plan. So on May's plans, I had said that I would like to make the saltwater slip dress. Now, this is a hugely popular dress, and lots of people have made it and been very, very successful with it. And it was something that I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna make it. And in particular, I had this gorgeous fabric that I wanted to use, and I was completely and utterly copying Mani, who was in the Sewing Bee last year, and she was wearing it at a stitch festival with a top underneath it, and it just looked gorgeous, and I thought, I want to make that. And I bought the same fabric godmother fabric and everything, but thankfully I have done a toile of the saltwater slip, but I just did it as a top version just to see if it would fit. and I'm really glad I did, because I don't feel happy with it. I think what I've made I'm going to be able to wear as a top, and it's absolutely fine, but really I need to get the fit better on it. So I am going to do a little bit more tweaking, but in the meantime, the Saltwater Slip, the Friday Pattern Company, which is who the patterns by, have got a video up on how to do a hacked version of it, where you've got a ruched sort of band across here, and I absolutely love it. And while I was in Guthrie Garney, they had lots of remnants, and they had this remnant. I really like it. Now, I am not an orange person. I don't go for orange fabrics very much at all. It's not my favourite colour, and actually I try to tend to avoid it. Sorry for any orange lovers out there. It's just not my bag, it's not my thing. But I saw this and just thought, oh, I love that. Now, I don't quite know what this fabric is, because it was a remnant. It has got a linen-y type of feel to it, but it's much lighter than a linen, and it's also, it must have viscose content in it, because it is very drapey. But I only got a metre of it. It was on sale, I think, because it has got a little bit of damage in it. Yes, so if you see, I don't know if you can see that there, just there, look, there is a bit of a pull in it, but it only goes a small way down. So I got this piece of fabric quite inexpensively, and what I'm hoping to do is, because it wasn't very expensive, rather than do a toile of it, I'm going to just go for it, and I'm going to try and do that hacked version of the I've got sew over on my head, saltwater slip dress, because I think that would look really nice, and I think that would be a beautiful summer dress. And if I can, I would really like to make that in June. So this is one of the ones that I'm more likely to make, I promise. So that was the one of the fabrics that I bought. I also bought a lovely t-shirt fabric, which I'm just going to make a t-shirt with, and I think I'm going to use the Deer and Doe Givre pattern, because I've used that a few times. I really like it. I might raise the neckline slightly, but not really high. A few of the t-shirts that I've made recently have got necklines that are right up here, and I like that, but it's a bit too high for me. I quite like the Deer and Doe Givre, but that does come down quite low, not sort of, you know, not showing everything when I'm wearing it, but I think I want something which is halfway in between, and that should be quite easy to do. So that's what I'm intending to use that fabric for. Again, not promising in June. And then the other fabric that I bought, which I think is just delicious, is this viscose fabric. Oh, really lovely. So it's a deep tealy green with white, blue, like a mauvey pink, a cerise pink, and a tealy green. I don't know, lots and lots of colours on it, but this really beautiful fabric, very soft, very drapey. I've bought 3 meters of this, and my intention with this is to make the Autumn in London dress by Seasons of East. And this is a dress that I saw at a show. The Seasons of East pattern company were there, and they had this as a sample on a mannequin. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's really my kind of style. I really like it. Again, I'll pop an image up of it on the screen, but that's my intention for this beauty. So I'm just going to share a couple of patterns and a couple of other fabrics. These are not plans for this month, but I just wanted to make sure I brought you something that hopefully you would find interesting. Now, I've bought 2 of the same pattern, which I know sounds a bit strange, but I've bought a McCall's pattern M7946. Now, I saw this has been brought to my attention by seeing it on Instagram, and I'm going to put a few images up of the Instagram images I've seen. This looks like a really versatile dress. Now, I don't know, if I turn it around you might be able to see it a bit better. So on the pattern there, look, you can see you can have a strapless version, a little strapped, a short sleeve and a poofy sleeve, and then you can have tiers, bigger tiers, little tiers on the skirt. And if you can see, I don't know if that's going to come up very clearly, there looks like there's elastic around the top, and then 3 rows of shearing or 3 rows of elastic. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. I haven't delved into the pattern enough to see it. But going on Instagram and looking up the hashtag M7946, there are so many versions where people have used this pattern and just changed where they do the elastic, or changed where they do the shearing, or they've sheared the whole lot, and I love it. And I just thought I really like that. But I also thought this was something that my girls would like, but unfortunately it comes in 2 different size ranges. So it is in size 4 to 12, which is what I think my girls will fall into, or 12 to 20, which is going to be the size range I fall into. So I thought I would buy both just to be on the safe side. You never know, I might end up being able to use just one, and if I do, I might destash the other one, but I thought I'd get the both just to be on the safe side. But I loved the images that I saw up on, I don't know why I'm showing you both, they're the same. I love the images that I saw on Instagram, and I just really want to give that a go, and I think that'd be perfect for the summer. I also think it'll be something that will be fairly timeless. I think that's something that you could wear and it won't go out of fashion. I don't think, I'm not really a fashion guru, but I don't think this would go out of fashion, but I really like it. While I was searching for that, I came across this pattern, another Big Four pattern company. I know some people either love them or hate them. That's absolutely fine. I like to mix it up, and I do use both. So yeah, I do buy mainly independent pattern companies, but I do sometimes use the Big Four as well. But I quite liked this Simplicity pattern. This is Simplicity S9543, and I loved this. You can see it clearer on this version, but I just love this sort of a ruched around the bust, just under the bust, a really fitted waist, and which comes down quite a long way, and then this gathered skirt at the bottom, which again, I think if you wanted to, you could put tiers in that and what have you. I just thought that was a really beautiful dress, really pretty, very simple, and I didn't think it would be too horrendous to fit. I'm doing that. I'm making faces behind the pattern, but yeah, I thought that would be quite a nice pattern, and I'm really looking forward to getting that one. This one comes in the full size range. Well, when I say full size range, this is the only size range, so 6 to 18. So I only bought the one pattern, and plus I didn't think my girls would like particularly want to wear this anyway. So those are the patterns that I bought recently. And then I have a little bit of fabric to show you, and then I promise that's it. So this is all from Rainbow Fabrics, and I feel like there was another fabric that I bought from Rainbow Fabrics. This is really bad, isn't it? But I've looked around and I can't find it, so I don't know what I've done with it. I can't even tell you what it is. Oh, I've just remembered what it is. I'm gonna get it. Isn't that funny? I could have sworn there was another one, but I just couldn't think what it was. Okay, fabric, all Rainbow Fabrics, 2 different orders, so I will share with you. So the first one is a viscose jersey, and it is a black background with these creamy yellowy daisies with pink centres and green stems. I thought that was really pretty. Is that upside down? I don't know if that's upside down or not. It could be, couldn't it? Oh well, sorry. I'm not sure which way up it's meant to be, but really pretty fabric. It's got nice drape to it, nice bit of stretch to it, and I don't really particularly have any plans for this, but I just thought it would make a really nice comfortable swishy dress of some sort. So I'm planning on making something with that. Quite like it. It is a little bit different to what I thought it was when I ordered it online. I think I expected something that I don't know what I expected, but it is a little bit different. So I'm not 100% in love with this, but that's no disrespect to Rainbow Fabrics. That's just because I think I didn't look properly online. But I do like it, but I'm not sure what I'm going to make. And probably now it's going to be something that's more autumny / wintry because of the black background rather than summery. But that was the first fabric that I got. The second fabric that I got was this beautiful viscose crepe fabric, and I got that from Rainbow Fabrics. It's all from Rainbow Fabrics. How many times do I need to say it? Yeah, beautiful black background, bright ditzy flowers in pinks, blues, yellows, oranges, yellow, did I say yellow? Yeah, really beautiful fabric. It's got a really nice feel to it. I feel like this is a sort of fabric that you'd wash and you wouldn't need to iron, which would be really great. And I like the idea of making the closet core LED wrap dress in this. I have some fabric, in fact I've got the kit from Guthrie Garney, and I love the fabric that it's come in, so much so I'm too afraid to cut into it. So I bought this fabric with the idea that I could make a wearable toile to make the Elodie wrap dress. And yeah, we saw a couple of the samples while we were up at Guthrie on the weekend of the Elodie wrap dress, and oh my gosh, it is such a beautiful dress and I can't wait to make it. Again, I'll pop a picture up on the screen of what the Elodie looks like. But yeah, I thought that would be really nice and lightweight for the summer, and beautiful. I am actually going away on holiday at the end of August. It's mine and John's 25th wedding anniversary, and we're going for the very first time on a cruise. We've never been on a cruise before. We're only going for 1 week, and I just need to get some nice dresses and things. So whilst I'm saying I don't know what I'm going to be able to get sewn, I do actually need to get some stuff done so I can wear some really beautiful clothes while I'm away. Anyway, so that was the second purchase. So that was the first order that I made. I then recently made another order, and again, I think this is a viscose crepe. I don't think it's a pure viscose. Again, another black background. Funny that I keep choosing that. But the most brightest flowers on it, bright reds and blues with a green sort of little ditzy in between. But I love that. I thought that was absolutely beautiful. Again, not sure what I'm going to do. I may or may not have a practice at this dress using this, because I think that would look quite nice. I also think it would look quite nice in a jumpsuit. Don't know what jumpsuit, but I really think that would look quite nice. Yeah, really like that, and I love the colours, and I think those colours really suit me as well. So yeah, so that was my next purchase with the second order that I made from Rainbow Fabrics. And then the last one, not quite sure about this one. When it came, I thought, did I order that? I can't remember if I ordered that or not. And I like it, but now I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make with it. Honestly, I don't know what's the matter with me. So it's, I think maybe I thought the print was smaller. We'll see. I do like it. It's an off-white with a massively bold print on it. Actually, the more I'm opening it up, the more I love it. I'm going to stand up and show you. It is actually really beautiful. I didn't get as much of this. I think I only bought 1.5 meters, maybe 2 meters. And I think the idea was to make a blouse. But I actually think this would look quite nice in a dress, but I don't know if I've got enough now to make a dress. I do like it. I do like it. It's just not quite what I thought I'd ordered. What do you think? And what can you suggest in that? And what can you see me wearing in that? There you go. Look, there's a diva me. What do you think I should have? What can I wear? Sorry. Anyway, that is it. That's all my fabric, my mishmash of plans, which aren't really plans. I'm going to try and catch up with some of the things that I said I wanted to make in May. Try and make a few of the things that I said I wanted to make, you know, now. Some fabric for you to have a little look at, and some patterns. So I hope that you've enjoyed that. I'm sorry it's a little bit disorganised. That seems to be my video through and through, doesn't it? Sorry about that. Anyway, I hope you guys are all well. Are you sewing anything in the summer, or is it just too hot? Is it just too hot and you just don't want to sew? Or are you, you know, winter sewers and actually you like to spend more time in your garden and outside in the summer? Let me know what you're doing and what you're up to. And yeah, if you have any suggestions in particular for this fabric, do let me know in the comments as well. But other than that, I'm going to love you and leave you there, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.